Hell yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the
What's up? Sorry, did I interrupt?
No.
I just wanted to ask everyone what's up.
Ask him, what is up? What is up?
Oh,
Everybody.
what's up?
Folks, welcome to the LDF Comedy Podcast. I'm Sam Castillo, and with me, as always, is Andrew Wagner.
Andrew Wagner, what's up?
He's all about...
Dude, how's that for a catchphrase? What's up?
Yes, that's going to be... We're going to brand that.
What's up?
Yes. That's going to be... It's Andrew, what's up, Wagner, everybody.
That's not bad.
It's like Hank, hey now, Kingsley, and Larry Sanders. Folks,
What's up?
this is the comedy podcast, Long Distance Friendship. If you've never seen it before, it's just us hanging out, catching up, doing what we do. If you're catching up from last week, thanks for sticking with us. It's the first time. Welcome. Smoke a blunt of CBD
Yeah, CBD or Delta 8.
and have a big, cold glass of beer, O'Doul's, and just chill out. Vibe with this, man.
Big cold glass of O'Doul's.
I'm trying to listen to the Macarena while I podcast.
Pour
you know?
1.5 O'Doul's into one really big cup and cut loose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 50-50. 50% O'Doul's, 50% Natty Ice, malt liquor and O'Doul's.
Dude, that's the LDF way. One time, Forrest and I went to one of those CBD cafes.
Oh no, those exist?
Yeah, sure they exist. They run comedy. You've done comedy shows at them, I think.
No, my bad. I probably have. That's when I wasn't sober.
Yeah. When I could have used a CBD pre-roll.
When I could have used it. Have you ever smoked those pre-rolls?
Well, dude, I was blasting this pre-roll with Forrest, and it was the middle of a work day. And I was like, well, I can't get anything done the rest of the day. I'm too CBD.
The brand of it. I've only smoked one CBD pre-roll, and it gave me like the worst headache of my life.
Yeah, why not just like go scrounge underneath the couch and put that into a raw cone and smoke that? You'd be better off.
I remember like Clara, when I was living with Clara and Ben,
Right.
gave it to me, and she's like, these will just mellow you out. And it just gave me the worst fucking headache. I was like, no, I'm fucking pissed. I'm not mellow.
What strain is this? Roid Rage.
This is Agitate. That's the name of this strain, is Agitate.
Agitate.
Oh, man. Folks, let's get it out of the way so we don't forget, because we would be damned if we did. Girl Boss of the Week.
Girl Boss.
Do you have a Girl Boss of the Week?
I get it. Well, I almost didn't. Because I got to be honest. I forget about this segment immediately after it happens.
Wow.
But I have a Girl Boss of the Week.
Who is your Girl Boss?
Carolina Calloway.
Who is she?
I got to be honest. I don't really know. But I got a push notification.
Just lie and say your mom, asshole.
Well, my mom's Girl Boss of the Year every year. 27 years running. Girl Boss of the
Not
Year.
Your girlfriend. Your
That goes
girlfriend's
to
not
you,
Girl
Mom.
Boss of the Year. Your mom.
Oh, shit.
Because Reefa didn't pay the bills last year.
Well, neither did Mom. You know what? Shout out to
wow.
Dad. Girl Boss of the Year.
Oh, wow. So we're just going to roll over her.
Dude, it's sexist that dads can't be girl bosses, too.
You're going to make me say it?
Yeah.
The joke is that they're regular bosses, because that's a joke.
Oh.
Ooh, because
Dude,
women can just be bosses, too, you know?
I'm so
Not girl
woke.
bosses.
I replaced boss with girl boss
I
in
thought
my
you were gonna say-
vocabulary.
I think you're going to say, I'm so woke, I'm just anti-capitalist. I'm all about killing the bosses, including the girl bosses.
No.
Decapitate them. Take the girl bosses, put their heads on spikes.
I am really looking forward to befriending a billionaire
Because
someday.
I'm an MRA proletariat. Women lie, and they also hold us back from having our equitable share of the resources that we earned.
New girl boss of the week.
If you're not a
Sam.
Maoist, then, you're an apologist for modern day sexism.
I don't know what Maoist is.
It's just like it's cosplay for like rich children from like Cedar Park. Like it's
Sam,
like,
I think cosplay is cosplay for rich children from Cedar Park.
well, what's adorable is like, like after like Bernie Sanders ran twice, like a lot of people have become like socialist or communist or Marxist, right? Which is reasonable. Like a lot of people in this country just were never exposed to those ideas growing up in this country. Or if you did, you weren't given like a real understanding of how they could apply to you. No politician ever really told you how they could apply to your daily life. And like a lot of people saw normal, like just average day voters become socialists. And so they're like, well, the only place for me to go now is farther to the left because like their political identity was their personal identity. And so then they became like Maoists, and which is like cartoonish because that could never work in this country. Maoists are like agricultural communists.
Yeah.
And we don't grow anything or make anything in this country anymore.
Right.
You know, yeah.
It's the only thing they're redistributing is a freaking bad attitude.
Right. I mean, the only
Right?
what do we make in this country besides podcasts and like, I don't know, like opioid addiction? I don't know what else like this country. Yeah, right.
USA.
Maybe we invent new types of yogurt, but not Greek.
No, I won't touch yogurt. I can't do it, you know? Let a sleeping dog lie. Is that the phrase?
Yeah, it is a phrase. It doesn't apply to this one.
It doesn't
but
apply to yogurt?
Oh, sure.
I thought that was a famous phrase about yogurt.
Okay, my girl boss of the week.
Yeah,
So wait, who's
please.
Caroline Calloway?
Oh, she's just some like
She's just dumb bitch.
she's
just some broad.
Some
Yeah,
frickin'
no,
dame.
we're done. We called her girl boss. She's just some toots.
Yeah, she's
dame.
just some like some plain looking
She's a basic ass.
yeah. Most, just fall asleep looking at her attractive, like that level of attractive, just conk out, take a nap looking at her.
Eyes
influencer.
glaze over because she's just a 6.5. Is that what you're saying? He was rating women hard before the show. And it was not based on their attractiveness level. It was based on how good he thought they could tuck him in and kiss him on the forehead at night. Oh, I think she'd really give a good smooch.
Dude, why do you think girl boss of the year every year is mom?
Well, for one, don't think Caroline Calloway's a dumb bitch. I think she's just some chick I've never heard of.
Yeah, no, she's probably very smart. She made up this new. So the thing is, I was telling you earlier, I got a push notification.
She's no Paris Hilton. But
from the BuzzFeed app,
okay.
which I leave notifications on for. It's where I get all my news.
There's a problem with the new Demi Lovato blah 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 series.
Swipe.
Open.
I can't open it fast enough. Face ID is not working. I'm sweating too hard.
Demi Lovato is non-binary, and here's why that's not okay. It's like BuzzFeed will like post like every opinion on every issue. They're like, if you don't think that like Demi Lovato's or not being non-binary is it awesome, you're a piece of shit. And then they're like, well, we got enough views.
What
from
else
that.
is in the news?
So like, how else do we piss people off? They're like, if you think that's okay. And everyone else is like, we forgot they existed.
Not Carolina Calloway.
Not Carolina Calloway.
She probably did. So the whole thing is she's selling this stuff called snake oil. Don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I mean, so it's like, that's the brand. She's ironically calling it snake oil. Okay.
Yeah, it's just facial oil that she makes at home.
Yeah. Just like toner and stuff like that.
Probably.
I need to get more toner.
I didn't want to say anything, Sam.
I know. My pores are so open right now. I've been having to run an ice cube over my head to close up my pores lately.
No way?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Oh, it feels great.
Interesting.
Yeah, really closes up your pores after a good schwitz in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open them with the schwitz.
Close them back up.
Yeah, I used to. So in college, I had horrific cystic acne. And my roommate. Horrific. I went to the doctor, and they were like, "Oh!"
It horrified the dermatologist who went to 4 years of undergrad and then 2 years of med school, then 4 years of residency, and then in addition to that, one more year of some other school, whatever they do, and and then she's like, "I've seen it all. I've seen elephantitis." I've even seen literal skin cancer, but your acne,
horrific.
I'm scared.
It was the third time in my life I've gone to a doctor for a growth on my body, and they were like, "Whoa,
you're too young to
Whoa.
have growths."
Yeah, dude, 3 times in my life. My tonsils, my acne, and the varicocele veins on my left testicle.
Oh my
Every single one of them, I went to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh,
they're
gross."
jumping up in the chair like there's a snake on the ground.
Yeah, they're like batting at it with the broom. Like, hey, ow! Oh.
There's a clipboard. They're hitting your ball sack with a clipboard. Get it away!
Back, beast, back.
Back. Yeah, that's so funny. You've had multiple growths and you have IBS and you're under 30. I've had several kidney stones and already gone through addiction. I'm under 30.
Look at us.
Look at us. We've lived fast and lame. A couple of dorks.
Live fast, die boring.
That's right, dude. I'm trying to die watching, what is that show? Antique Roadshow. Where I go, you know what? You know what, hon? I think those Mickey Mouse Nazi plates are worth something.
Yeah. I'm just going to shut my eyes for the commercial break. Heaven. The longest commercial break of all.
In your mind, do they allow... I'm trying to think of what group of people you wouldn't like. In your heaven... You take that however you want. I was going to say people who parallel park but leave too much space, you know?
Yeah.
Or
you
don't
know
leave
I
enough
can't
space.
parallel park well.
Oh, right. So do you think they allow parallel parking in heaven? Or it's just all pull-through spots?
It's, all pull-through spots. It's all back in spaces where I got plenty of room and plenty of time.
You know what? This is how white trash we are. We could have just thought in heaven there's valet.
Yeah.
And in our mind, we're like, we still self-park in heaven?
Dude, you know us. A couple white trash renegades.
We're still feeding the meter in heaven.
Hey, Jesus, can we pause the croquet match for just a second? I need to go put a few quarters in.
Some folks, if you're listening for the first time, you're like, when are they going to talk about the real issues? This is it.
We didn't even finish Girl Boss of the Week yet.
We didn't even. Will you give us a sec, first-time listener?
Let us get to the end of Girl Boss of the Week.
Come on, let us marinate.
We got an hour to fill. Let us stretch it out.
I mean, jeez.
So-
My girl boss of the week. I forgot her first name.
Oh my God.
No, you would. You don't. I'm gonna say her name, and you won't even remember who she is. Oh no, I'm screwing up everything.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get a good guess ready. But honestly, I don't even know if I can think of any other women.
Oh, who was the woman who drowned her kids in the bathtub?
Oh, Casey Anthony.
No.
The other
Andrea
one?
Yates.
What?
Andrea Yates. She's from here. She's from Texas. She drowned like all of her children, and that was like one of the big cases where like the McNaughton. Oh God, I can't even remember. I was reading about this like weeks ago, and I was like, "That's so funny that this guy's name McNaughton rules." It's named after what's his name? Jesus Christ, Daniel McNaughton. He's the guy who came up with the idea of innocent by insanity, you know? And it's just like, that's so funny that like that's your name is like you're getting off serial killers because you know what I mean? That'd be like the Wagner. The Wagner is like, well, he did stab all four of them, but you know, he gave him 2 seconds to run before he stabbed him to death. So it's death by like them being slow. So that's the Wagner rule.
It's the Castillo. Well, they didn't wipe off the lap press at Planet Fitness law.
Dude, people got into it today at the gym.
Oh, no way?
Yeah, these two dudes were like had like every free weight from like 10 to like 70, and like this dude was like, "Hey man, can I use those 30s?" And they go, "No."
No, I need every single one.
And he's like, how? He goes, and why is that? They go, "We're using it." And he goes, "How are you using it?" And they go, "With our hands." And he's like,
damn.
I don't, and he goes, "Looks like they're on the floor." It's getting he's getting pissed.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're in the floor right now. And they're like, "We're working our way to it." And he's like, "How about you work a lot faster? I'll be right over there." Yeah.
That was the whole thing?
Yeah, it was the whole interaction.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a lot crazier.
And meanwhile, I'm over there, and I'm like doing chest butterflies with free weights, and I'm like trying to like not look. I'm like, "Oh, look at this shit." I'm like one like an AirPod a little loose.
What's going on over here? Well, that's where
Yeah.
you flip off the ambient sound.
What do you think I listen to when I lift weights? Ambient sound.
Desert landscape.
Just an iguana pitter-pattering across the sand. So Andrea Yates, for never giving up. That's my girl boss of the week.
Never give up.
Never give up, ladies.
How long ago did that happen?
Like 60 years ago. Not
60
even.
years
50
ago?
years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Right.
Got a
Casey
good lawyer
Anthony, though,
to make a new law for you.
Yeah, the girl boss of the week is Casey Anthony's attorney.
Did she have female representation?
Let's guess. For the sake of the segment, yes.
Good for her. I mean, obviously not. Obviously not. But,
Obviously not.
Good for girl bosses.
Good for the girl boss. Good for the culture.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm such a pussy. I got like a little bit stressed out just hearing about. My head's still at the gym story, and
Just those guys on way too much creatine yet pissed off at each other.
yeah, when I hear about an altercation of any scale, I'm like, oh fuck.
I'm just part of the group where we have our headphones in that whenever someone talks, it's like, oh, what? What's the matter? Like, we're like overly polite because we've been caught like not listening to someone, Yeah. I've never experienced a rude person. It's such a stereotype that people are like these meatheads at the gym. I'm like, I've never experienced that.
Oh, like
until
a
I'd
fight at the
never
gym?
I'd never seen that until today, and it was just three dudes in their late 30s being very passive aggressive to each other.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like an altercation. It was like, oh really? Well, if you use them with your hands, why are they on the floor? It was like very.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
It was that. It was entirely that. And then one of them really tried to get this Vin Diesel affect, like he was doing this with his shoulder. All right, they're actually working away too, And he was wearing a wife beater, He was trying to.
We're working them.
A ball.
Wait, what weight did you have for your butterfly press?
So I was doing extensions with a 50 pound, and then I was doing butterflies with 25s.
No, you don't even got to worry about it.
Oh, hey, small fry, they ain't even in reach of your weights. Why don't you sit down while the big dogs argue over the bones?
Maybe
here,
if you dealt in a little more poundage, you'd be seeing more altercations at
What
the
if
gym.
you just did a little more trenbolone, and then you could finally be in our weight class?
Yeah. Wait, what's Trembolone?
Steroids.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I didn't know they had names besides just steroids.
Now, there's several types. There's several different brands. That would be the one that everyone tells me to do one cycle through. I've been told unsolicited by
who?
By 3 or 4 different people.
Did they just come? You say unsolicited. They just came up to you at the gym.
One dude at the gym.
What'd he say?
He said you should do trenbolone.
Where were you?
And
You're
then-
like in the shower. He opens the curtain.
And then
You should do Trembolone.
I was at a comedy show, and my friend's friend was like, "Hey man, you look like like so and so said you lift weights." I'm like, "Yeah, like you should do this. You should do this steroid."
What?
And then I forgot who else told me as a joke, but 2 serious people and 1 joking. Peace.
Later, Justin.
Later, dude. And but that would Google that one seems to be the one with the least amount of side effects.
The Trembolone?
Yeah.
Well, dude, you know what? I think you should try Trembolone.
I mean, I do plan on. I can't wait to turn 30 so I can start using HGH.
Wait, why do you have to be 30? That's when you're
40.
Is
Well,
when you're
because
done
I feel like
growing?
at that point I'll have it's a treat to myself for
Oh,
turning
okay.
40.
Hey, you made it, buddy.
Hey, you over the hill. Now you can start taking growth hormone.
Yeah, it's when your hairline is already going out enough, anyways.
Mm.
You can just justify.
Well, what's sick about HGH is just how effective it is.
Yeah.
Like it's so people who are like. It's a shortcut in the gym. Like you see like weightlifting memes, and they're like, "I don't do roids or HGH because those aren't my gains." When I'm like, they're really effective. You should try them. They work amazing. Like, have you seen any actor in the last 10 years? Like, they look great.
They all look fantastic.
Steve Carell looks great.
Remember when action stars used to be kind of like chunky?
Yeah.
Like, now that's a man right there.
That's a man. His pants are almost to his
Yeah.
nipples. He's just got like gravy on his shirt.
Well, gravy was HGH at that time.
That's what it was. Yeah.
You remember that song I played where it's like,
Oh, yes, Roly Poly.
Yeah, Daddy's little fatty. Different times, better
Different
times.
Better times.
Better? Well,
Simpler.
not for most things. And
Not-
definitely not for
Oh,
HGH.
oh, really? I'd say they were simpler. Better times. You could find sitting on. Yeah. No, those were awful times. That's the funniest thing. It's just like I remember. This has got to be months ago, and this went nowhere. I just went like on a date with this girl, and I was like, "This is not going to work out." After like 2 minutes of talking to her.
How many
And
minutes?
2.
Oh, I thought you said 10.
Oh, 2 minutes. And the date was maybe 25 minutes. It was that bad.
That's
And
23 minutes of
torture. And she just starts like wailing about how everything's awful because this is like in the middle of COVID, or not in the middle of COVID. This wasn't that long ago, but she's like, everything's the worst. She's bringing up like, Palestine and Israel, which is not great. And she's bringing up the economy, which is
Agreed.
which is not great. She's bringing up all these things that aren't good. And I go like, it's still a pretty awesome time to live. I mean,
oh yeah.
and I go, we got AirPods, She did not like that response.
Imagine all the people who haven't snapped and murdered someone because they had AirPods.
Dude.
At least one. Probably at least
yours
one.
truly, me.
AirPods?
Saved my life, dude.
AirPods saved another life. Can't put a bullet through your head when you got AirPods in.
They're $250.
Yeah.
You might blow one of them up. That's my heirloom to my kids.
It'll bounce right off.
Bounce right off, dude. That's Californian design, Chinese built. They always will say that they're like designed in California. I'm like, yeah, it's not built.
Yeah. Designed on a computer that was made in China, but was placed in California.
If it was made in California, not even Californians would want it. They're like, no way, dude.
Dude, I love to think of just like a trailer in just the butthole of Central California that's just like Bert's homemade computers. Computers made in California, the old-fashioned way.
Just a skip and a rock throw from Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in that dead zone in between Silicon Valley, Hollywood, and wine country. The useless part of California, if you will.
This is a Game Boy Color that I super glued to a sidekick. This is Bert's homemade computers.
This is a Tamagotchi that I This is a Tamagotchi I velcroed to a gun. Hold on. Let me feed it. And now let me feed you some lead. Oh, dude. The GameStop killer.
Yeah, oh, shit, I can't find my gun. I guess I'll let my son take my Tamagotchi to school again.
The Tamagotchis just become code on police radars.
Yeah. Don't worry, we planted a Tamagotchi at the scene.
We've got another kid, 14, white male, 5'11", leather duster, possible Tamagotchi holder. So
they found multiple unlicensed Tamagotchis.
I gotta say, man, you had a great show Friday.
Thanks.
Beamed in at the Velveeta room. Hey, this is Stone Cold Steve. I've been trying to work on my Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hey, I can't do it.
I mean, dude, that's probably really good. It's probably exactly spot on.
Hey, it's every fourth Friday of the month.
Yeah, dude.
First Friday.
I gotta say, we have lucked the hell out. We have not done anything.
I remember telling you, great fucking crowd, and you turned to me and you go, I did nothing.
Bingo.
I mean, you did a great warm-up set, but you were like, I didn't do anything.
Not a thing. We put it on Do 512, and that's it.
That's something.
That's not nothing.
That's not nothing.
But yeah, we just let it sit there. You know what I'm going to do for this next one, though?
What's that?
I'm going to end.
You're gonna
let's just say also you had a great set.
Hey, thanks.
I'm going to at least quarter-ass it.
I mean, it's a great show. If you guys put even an eighth of an ass into it, it's going to be even better.
Dude, but if each of us put 1/8 of an ass.
Sans ass, great show. Quarter ass, nice.
Let's see what happens here. Dude, so I'm going to build a UFO out of styrofoam and soccer cones.
Okay.
I'm going to attach green light bulbs to it, and I'm going to put a smoke machine inside of it.
You're doing all this?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't started. I
haven't gotten a quote from Michaels. But
Yeah, I keep emailing CEO@michaels.com and I'm not getting anything back.
I've been.
I went up to where they cut the felt at Joann's and I said, who can do this for me?
I've made 3 scenes at the Joanne Fabric and still haven't gotten anywhere.
But this is what it's about. It's a lot of little steps leading up to the big payoff.
The big payoff.
The big payoff.
Little deposits, big payoff.
And again, they're not little steps leading up to better promotion or, more branding.
More branding.
It's just a little craft project I want to do.
It's just a side hustle. It's just a passion, really.
Yeah, I think it's going to cost $125.
Why is it costing you $362? You're like,
that's more.
You're looking at Taylor. You're sweating. You're like, we have got to sell tickets this go around.
Beamed In is in the red.
I have embezzled a lot of money from the Velveeta room.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If I needed to embezzle, and I'm not saying I even can think of anyone in the Austin comedy scene.
Well,
off the
I
top
mean,
of my
you'd be
head.
the first person to ever embezzle from a comedy club.
You think?
That's never been done before.
Oh, I forgot. I was making a joke about Zach needing to embezzle through Velveeta, and I forgot
So
about the other thing.
But after the show, great show.
What I forgot about was Marty Clark.
So
I forgot about him. I've never met the guy.
So what I was going to say was, great show the other day.
Great set.
You too. And I accidentally saved someone's life after.
You did?
Yeah, so we went to IHOP, right? And then it was too crowded, so I went home. I'm walking home, 6th or 7th and Red River, right there where like Elysium and Plush used to, or Elysium still is. This chick, I just hear the knee from the scooter, and then I hear a big thud, and this girl goes, huh! And then like it was like she like got the wind knocked out of her. This girl just goes, huh! And I turn to my left, and this girl has fallen in the middle of the intersection. So instinctively, without even thinking, I just run and throw both my hands up. And this girl like almost runs me over. And I like stop and like get this girl back up on her feet and hand her the scooter. And she just like, she goes, thank you. And then just starts scooting away. And then
Whoa.
I was like, fuck. And then like I'm walking across the street, and this person at the bar in the patio was like, I saw that whole thing. You saved her life. And I was like so out of it. I was like, nah, I just did it. And then
Spoken like a true hero.
no, because I was like, and then a block later, I was like, oh fuck, I almost died. literally, my dick shriveled up. I was like, oh my god, I almost died. Because it just like I'm so oblivious, it didn't occur to me.
Spoken like a true hero.
And just immediately, as soon as I like walked like 10 steps away from that, I was like, oh my god, she's right. Like this selfish like.
Yeah, so anyways, about my homemade UFO.
No, it was so funny to like ignore the moment where you could be like, yeah, I'm no hero, and instead immediately be like, oh my god. Like that.
Dude, what's so funny?
And that's ingrained in you. That's who you are, like some people buckle to pressure.
I think that's first off, good person. You passed the test.
Yeah, right.
God's up there just
Not brave,
he's just
good.
He's just throwing a little one in your way every now and then.
Sure.
And it's like, well, let's see how Sam does. He missed the last 10.
There's 7 bodies
He walked
on me.
right past that little old lady struggling to get her groceries across the crosswalk. Let's see if he gets this one. Please,
These
Sam.
Waterloo cases of water are so heavy. These grapefruit popos.
Great.
This case of natties. Yeah.
Just like every Austin stereotype crammed into one old lady.
This case of liquid death.
My digital art show starts in 15 minutes.
I have to get these Waterloos up the stairs to my gallery where we sell analog NFTs. But if I don't get them, we won't be able to.
And then just move it, Granny. I gotta save a lady.
Who will help me now?
But I think that's a very real.
Have you ever done? No, the next question was: have you ever had a near-death experience like that? No.
Almost certainly not.
But any near-death experience, period. Then.
Not that I can really think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is I all day long I'm just walking down the street and I'm
shoving people in the street.
Yeah. Someone will get him. Someone will pick that up. Someone's gonna pick that lady up.
Who wants to be a hero today?
All day long, I'm just walking down the street thinking about like how sick it would be if I saved someone's life. Like, dude, what if there was like a shooting right now, and I stretched my stomach folds out like a flying squirrel and shielded 15 people.
Well, you missed your chance. There was another shooting the other night.
On 6th Street?
Yeah.
Dude, that place is a death trap.
Yeah, man. 2 women got shot to death.
Really?
Maybe I think one of them is in critical condition. But yeah, 2 other women got shot on 6 last night.
Well, damn, dude, where were you? The hero of the 6th Street got
man,
gone missing.
It was 2 nights ago, so I was watching Amityville Horror for the first time.
Yeah.
The Ryan Reynolds one. You ever seen that one?
No.
Pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's honestly
pretty funny.
It aged very comedically.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, silver lining
Right.
to all this bad news.
Yeah. No, and my point is if you want to be a hero, just hang out after 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. on the weekends now. It seems to be our trend of our city.
Dude, yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, people in like South Chicago are like, "Oh, really? That's your problem?
Tell us how bad it is.
Tell us what that's like."
She fell on a scooter, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Dude, but what I never
There's
get
a mural in my house and I didn't paint for all the drive-bys that's happened here.
The painter got shot in the middle of it, and someone else came.
Yeah, that ain't red paint.
All right, let me.
This wasn't supposed to be a Jackson Pollock. It was supposed to be a mural. No, so shootings, scooters. Really funny interaction one time with the scooter. This is like 2 years ago. My friend Josh like came to a show and brought his girlfriend Annabelle, and I hadn't seen either of them in so long. I was like hugging both of them, and I hug Annabelle, and I see that she's got this big ass scab on her chin, and I'm like, holy shit, what happened? She's like, oh, bird. And I was like, and this is like 2 or 3 years ago when the scooters were new, and I was like,
flew in from the sky.
I was like, a parrot pecked you on the face? She's like, I was trashed on a scooter?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, been there. One time I tried to hop off a curb while going down that hill right before San Jacinto on 9th Street.
Yeah.
And then my feet slid off, but I kept my thumb on the accelerator, and I just dragged myself. I just dragged myself, my feet on the ground.
Hell yeah.
In the middle of the road.
Yeah.
They're truly a libertarian hellscape of public transit. Dude,
Yeah.
but what I was gonna say about my my like masturbatory fantasies of being a hero is what I never get. What I like, I think about like, yeah, I'll just dive.
You know what's so funny? These masturbatory ideas are just like everything you masturbate. Not very long. They come and go. Sorry.
I got things to do, places to be.
Hey. People to save.
Yeah, I never. It's always just being like, yep, and then I'd be a hero, and I would just carry on about my day.
You just see this woman grab her by the boobs, pull her from the car, and then you go, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
You're just like, are you a whistler?
Dude, yes.
I see you as a whistler. You ever work with a whistler?
I mean, I am a whistler.
But, God, do you ever work with someone who whistles while they work?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that so much. A few years ago, I was working at the sushi restaurant, and this dude would whistle while he worked. I wanted to stab a knife in my ears.
What
I was
song?
like, it just whistled. A happy ass tune.
Thank you, God, you had those AirPods.
He was just lucky he had the work. He was just grateful for his beautiful family and his pretty good job.
What a piece of shit.
And I was just hungover every day, wishing I could take a Xanax and go back to bed.
Walking across every street like the Joker.
Head hung.
My favorite memory of 2017
Stop.
Sam. Just seeing Sam.
Hungover going to Planet Fitness with you.
Yeah, maybe that was in 2017. But whenever the Joker came out, folks, you'll know.
You'd know.
You'll know. But yeah, what I never get to is the part after you do like an adrenaline-induced feat where you're just like, oh my God. Just like piss your pants. When all of like your body's like natural physiological responses kick in and you just bowels release.
You'd spray.
Yeah.
The sprinkler.
Yeah. I'm a hero. That's what it's like.
It's what it is. What else been on your mind, man?
Just
I feel like there's a lot more slower paced one than last week. Last week, I was really taking a lot of caffeine pills. I don't know if you could tell my energy. Last week, I was pretty bouncing off the walls.
Well, that explains that.
This week, I haven't had a single cup of coffee at all today.
Are you trying to go off caffeine?
I eventually am, yes.
Why?
Just to see if I can do it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's, a couple years ago, it was like no Xanax, no Xannies, no Clonnies. Yep. Then it was like no booze or acid or shrooms and everything else. I give all that up, Coke, everything. Right. And then I was like, no weed. And now I'm several months into no weed. And the next step is like, go 60 days without caffeine if you can. It's supposed to be awesome for your sleep and skin. And, I'll go back to it eventually, but just see if I can. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, it sounds horrible. Did you get withdrawals?
Yeah, I had headaches all the whole morning long.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Not like you're not even just trying to like wean off. You're just going cold turkey.
I don't know how to do anything right. I'm literally as soon as I get home, I'm gonna have an instant cup of coffee.
Folks, you don't need glasses to see the earnesty in Sam's eyes when he turned to me and said, "I don't know how to do anything right."
Usually, I've been described. My eyes are either dead, bug-eyed, or
they were glimmering with earnesty,
or earnest, but like, please help me.
Dude, if I don't have caffeine by like 10:30, I'll get a headache.
Don't talk to me after my new vigil.
yeah. Folks, new vigil merch up now on.
Dude, yeah, let's do that for one episode. Let's snort a lot of new vigil, right? And that'd be such a funny thing because it's like someone.
That's how you're gonna celebrate your 60 days off.
Yeah, someone texts you. They're like, So glad to hear you're sober, Sam. And I'm just like snorting like new vigil, which is a prescription. Like it's not even a party drug. That's the thing. Yeah. It's something for narcoleptics.
It's extremely medical, as I understand it.
It's like not even a party drug. Like you can snort Ritalin and make it a party thing.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
Like what's a prescription painkiller that's not fun?
Tramadol?
That was a trick question.
I don't know. I was just thinking of the one I know.
Tramadol's not bad.
Tramadol's not bad.
It's no Vicodin, but it's pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Never had the pleasure.
Let's quickly power rank all the painkillers.
Okay.
Have
you? No, you should go first.
No,
you know this.
No.
Yeah, I think
no.
You should.
Actually,
Sam, you know what? You go.
Hey, you know what? Hold this for me. Why don't you go first?
Tylenol PM.
Lead. 50 cc's.
The Salvation of Christ.
So the real answer is the real power ranking.
Debate over.
I'm about to
gentle mic drop.
I'm about to Ben Shapiro your ass. What a nice This is going to be power ranking.
What is this guttural dialect?
You don't know Slavo?
No.
Slavo Žižek?
Slavo Žižek?
Public intellectual? Slovenian public intellectual?
Sam, if it hasn't come to me through the BuzzFeed notifications,
you know what's so fucking
it.
funny just now is you laughed at that impression not because you got it and it was a good impression of a funny man, but because you just thought it was an imbecile-like character.
I thought, oh, there goes Sam doing one of his classic imbecile-like characters.
You're like, oh, there's Sam doing this thing, and it turns out it's literally like one of the smartest public thinkers of our time.
Well, someone should tell that to his vowels because they sound ridiculous.
Slavo, he's someone who I want to do a digital short doing an impression of because he is like so anti-capitalist, so public. He's a very very sardonic and like kind of sarcastic guy, but he's also like very straightforward and he's so mind a minute, and yet he talks very slow and he's like thinking in 4 different languages. He's like Slovenian, Russian, English, I think French or something else. So he's like, you can see him like literally translating what he's
all
say
very easily garbled languages.
Yeah, right. Like different alphabets, vowels, and so you see him like translating his thoughts in his head while he speaks. And he is like got this speech impediment, this lisp, which is cruel that transfers over when you learn a new language. So it's like, does he have a lisp when he speaks Russian, or is it just when he speaks English?
Yeah.
You know? That's an interesting question I have for a speech pathologist out there. That's a speech pathologist.
Why not ask Slavo?
Yeah, do people have lisps in multiple languages, or is it just one? So
Yeah.
that's a real question, though. So
or if there's a language that has no S's, that could go a long way. No S's, no THs.
So he has the speech impediment, and then he also just always has a runny nose. So he'll be like, you're like, dude, we'll watch him out of this. You'll like get it. You'll really appreciate what I'm doing. The Israelis and the capitalists are always looking and using identity politics. And I'm like, and he's like literally at like Oxford University.
Yeah.
And like who brings him up is like, like a man named like Buckingham Wesleyan of Wales, and he's like this like gallant future MI6 agent,
Yeah,
and
future MI6.
he's literally like, and now to talk about the conflict in Palestine and the West Bank disputed territories, Dr. Slavo Zizek. And then he'll stumble up, and the man who brought him up is like in a bow tie, nice suit. He's wearing like glasses, very collegiate. And then Slavo rolls up in like a Ralph Lauren long sleeve polo, but like the elastic on the wristbands are all ruined, so they're just like hanging loose, So he's like, you see this man who's destroyed $110 shirt, and he's like, "Thank you, Oxford University." He's like immediately just wiping his nose with his shirt with like his research paper. He's just like,
dude, it is so fucked that you can be the smartest man in the world, but you can never escape bullies. You're always just going to be getting it.
What's so crazy is that some people get
from some fucking line cook. And his runny nose. He has a chronic condition.
some line cook who can't even like, string together 20 minutes and get a club to pay
a line
to
cook
perform.
and a guy who doesn't know anything but knows when to laugh.
So
let's own his ass.
If someone were to ask me what is this show, I would say it's me misinterpreting the reality of the world in a very arrogant way, and it's my best friend laughing when I stop speaking, like during the pauses,
Sorry, were you not? Was that on a pause?
Well, no, it is. So, power rankings of painkillers.
Yes, bring it home on
This is highly contested, but I'm gonna have to say, codeine number 1. Next, probably Vicodin for me.
Not codeine number 2. Is there a number 2? I don't.
So codeine 3 is like when you mix Tylenol 3 with codeine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if you get straight codeine, it's like literally stop your heart. It's so good.
Okay, but what's 2?
I'd say Vicodin.
No, but who's on first? What's codeine 2?
Oh, stop this! Cut it out. No, it's Vicodin.
Right, but what's number 2?
What? Don't forget, it's Vicodin. I'm like, I just like keep doubling down. The capitalists are using numerical numbers in the pharmaceutical industry with their who's on first baseball terms.
But who's on codeine?
Not me. I would.
Attaboy.
I'm a grown-ass man wearing a Bugs Bunny T-shirt.
Respect.
Hey, you right, dude?
Dude, everyone in the we're all getting
This
that.
is the shirt of I owe the government money. Like, what's that? Yeah, not paying off that degree. Like, that's what the shirt is in a persona.
Spending it all at the new soccer stadium.
Yeah. And then, like, the dudes who wear, like, fart loading, like, those guys.
Epic. Bro. Epic.
Right? Those guys own, like, 4 houses, though.
Which, also kind of epic.
Pretty
man.
epic.
Pretty epic.
Those guys who
actually.
own, like.
Fuck, that is epic.
Dudes who wear, like, fart loading shirts will own, like, a medium-sized town,
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, so, like, I live in Robertson, which is just outside of Waco, and I have, like, 7 properties there. I don't work.
It's 41%.
I haven't voted in an election in years. So I just
keep buying these damn houses.
I just keep collecting rent, and I just keep getting shirts that say "fart loading."
They keep making them. They're cheaper and cheaper.
I'll say shirts that say "Take me to your dealer," and I just keep buying houses.
They're $6. I'd pay 100. I could.
So after Vicodin, and some people would put this as number 2. I'm going to put it as number 3 because it makes me scratch and gets me very itchy. Percocet. Next.
Percocet deserved better. We're all thinking it.
And it never really did Oxy.
Again, never had it.
You know, that was one that's like, it's like everyone's like, yo, Oxy's the GOAT. Never really had the chance to dance too much. We did like one or two dances and that's it. You know? Julia Stiles, Save Me the Last Dance. Give me a long song, you know? On my deathbed, when I die, bury me with some Oxycontin.
Yeah, on your deathbed, they're like, and administering morphine. And I'm like, wait, make it Oxy.
So next week.
Hey.
Yeah, I'd say that's my power rankings of the top 5 of painkillers.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You want me to rank the top 5 gas station gummies?
Yes.
Albany's 12 flavor.
Yes. I knew Albany's was going to be number 1.
Yeah. I've said it too many times on the podcast. Now that's a sponsor.
Albany's gummies, if you're listening. Or Purdue Pharmaceutical, if you're listening.
Either one. We think they're both equal caliber products. We'd be happy to represent.
What you see here is 2 sides of a coin. In these coins, knowledge
and sweet tooth.
No, I was gonna say, well, knowledge of pain relief and knowledge of joy relief, or what would you describe? That's your painkiller.
I just know. Yeah, I know a lot about gas station snacks.
You just know so much about. So we got Albany's, and who's next?
Yeah, the big orange slices, the ones that are covered in sugar on the outside, and it's not sour. It's not sour sugar.
I'll give you.
It's just more sugar on the outside.
You're gonna put those over the Scooby Doo.
Well, they don't have those at the
snacks?
gas station.
Huh.
The only fruit snacks they carry in most gas stations would be Welch's.
They carry Mott's.
No, they. Well, okay. Sorry. Yes, I just pictured. I could just
you
picture
raised
them.
your voice at me.
No, I'm sorry, Sam.
Hey.
And you're right. They do sometimes carry Mott's. But yeah, you
What's
wouldn't.
the
find
shittiest thing you've ever done for gummies?
for gummies?
I'll tell you the shittiest thing I've ever done for painkillers.
Probably just eat them out of the little metal sliding track.
Oh.
The part that
Even shove their fingers up.
even if you get your car detailed to be resold on the floor at a reputable dealership, they're not cleaning in there. And I've definitely eaten a gummy out of there.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
The cup holders.
No, not the cup holder. You know how you scoot your seat forward?
Oh, right.
And it slides on those little metal things?
Or the tracks.
The tracks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've eaten one out of there for sure.
You had gummies in your tracks?
Yeah, dude. I leave gummies everywhere I go. I always got gummies in my tracks, bro.
That's so funny. I leave bodies in my track, and I got gummies in my tracks.
Yeah, they're gummy bear bodies, but
Yeah.
bodies nonetheless.
Bodies nonetheless. He's got a body count on him. So Albany's, we need to go get some Albany's after this.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell us what the worst thing you ever did for...
No. Dude, I've been on a wild sweet tooth kick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you'd love me.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd love me.
You do, Sam. I already do.
Dude, yeah, I got Amy's ice cream the other day.
I didn't know she dabbled.
After the fireworks, rolled into the one by campus, everyone's trashed. And I'm just I'm just about it. I'm like, I'm going to eat some sweets. And then I was like, hey, what's better, the waffle cone or the waffle bowl? And the server at the Amy's pulled down her mask and she went, the bowl's underrated. And then pulled it back up. And I was like, let's go. Give me a damn bowl. So I had a waffle bowl.
Run it. 2 mix-ins in the waffle bowl.
Guess how many mix-ins I got?
3?
Keep going.
Sam.
Sprinkles, pralines, pecans, brownie bits, Nutter Butters, Chips Ahoy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was the maestro. I was like,
it's a symphony.
I lost control.
Wait, what flavor ice cream?
Oh, it was sweet cream.
Okay.
It was way too sweet. I just switched with the person I was with. I was like,
What?
They just got Mexican vanilla with chocolate sprinkles and gummy bears.
That's fucked, man. You really screwed them over. Be like, hey, I basically just dropped this in the trash and I'm eating it with whatever topping stuck to it. But would you like to trade with me? And by the way, I am fully thinking that this is a date.
They were okay with it.
They were
fine.
Was it a date?
No, it was a hang.
It was a hang. Switch all
but
day.
I paid for the ice cream, so they were like, "Yeah, I'll switch." And waffle bowl over a shitty little cone. It's a big upgrade.
It's a big upgrade.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Imagine you walk in expecting to get yourself a little fillet because your friend brought the porterhouse, and you wind up with the tomahawk. You know? Ooh,
What a life.
what a life!
You know what I like about Amy's?
Mm.
They always, every time after you order, they go, "Ooh, that sounds good."
They do that. Oh yes.
And I'm like, "Thank you."
They do. Amy's ice cream is what we're talking about, folks. This it's the home of the mixins.
When you said Amy's ice cream, I was like, "Oh, because I was thinking Amy's frozen meals," and I was like, "Oh, I guess they're doing all frozen meals now."
No,
The home of the what?
the home of the mixins.
Yeah.
And, they do that. You'll say your flavor combination. They will go, "That sounds good."
I guess you never heard of sweet cream and Oreos
Thought you
before.
worked here?
That's an original idea I had.
Fuck. Because you don't go anywhere like that. You don't go to a bar and you're like,
Yeah.
I'll have a double of Jameson on the rocks and you know what? Screw it. I'll also take a Shiner to chill on while you pour that. And they're like,
Ooh, that sounds good.
ooh, that sounds good.
The warm Miller High Lifes are underrated.
Yeah. Yeah. Jaeger. You ever had a Jaeger bomb?
What's a Jaeger bomb again?
So you drop a Jaeger in a beer.
Sure, probably.
Probably.
I used to drink. I used to think Jaeger was like a cool thing to drink.
Really?
Yeah, I thought
I
it was
hate
like
licorice. I hate
I thought. Well, I
Jaeger.
love licorice.
Oh. You drink Hypnotic.
Is that licorice?
You said that
flavor?
on the show the other day.
Yeah.
You're like, I drink that glitter.
Yeah, dude. Every friend I had in college had a roommate who always had a bottle of Hypnotic on top of the fridge.
That's so true, though.
And I would always be like, "Whoa."
Yep, that was the way
Never
you
drank any, though.
You walk into a dude's apartment in college, you tell how many live there, not based on the amount of dudes who live there or like you see in the room. You count how many whiskey bottles are on top of the cabinet and how many protein bottles are on top of the fridge.
Yeah.
Each
and
one's got their
and
own
then
tub.
subtract, and the difference is the number of roommates.
Yes.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Easy equation.
Easy.
Easy.
We at 50, you think? 52.
52.
Okay. Let's talk even.
Slower?
Soft and slower.
So, 8 minutes of soft and slow. Oh, sorry, I'm still going too fast.
You're still going to.
Dude. Yeah.
So what we need you to do now?
I do not like ASMR. Makes me too tingly.
Stockpile.
Sam, cut it out.
ammunition.
Sam, stop.
Go to the Capitol.
Dude, I'm
building.
tingling.
Demand a recount of Georgia.
All right, whatever it takes to get you to stop.
What if that was the propaganda? It was ASMR.
Yeah.
Like 4chan or like Stormfront.
Yeah, like how they sneak like anti-American propaganda into Russian videos for children. You know what I'm talking about? It's like that, but it's just extreme right-wing propaganda.
Extreme right wing.
Yeah.
Critical race theory is dangerous. Yeah. That is one of my favorite things. Is like
ASMR?
friends of mine from high school who like literally would work hard to skip school. I see on like social media now, and they're like, critical race theory must be taught, and it's like, okay, like I agree with the sentiment, I guess, but like, who are you to talk about curriculums? Like, you fucking you went.
Well, maybe they would have gone if there were more critical race
Maybe
theory.
so. Oh, maybe so. Maybe my lazy ass Woodrow Wilson classmates wouldn't have cut class to drink and get fucking tacos from Jack in the Box if they had just talked about CRT.
I'm just saying, we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. What's also awesome is like the amount of kids who like the kids who skipped school the most are the ones becoming teachers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, now they have the authority to turn the chair backwards. Like, you kids think skipping school is cool?
I mean, it is.
It fucking
But then you might
rocks.
become a teacher, so you should.
Yeah, it's not great. It's nice to have summers off, but you don't want this life.
You don't want this life, having summers off but no money to go anywhere with it. Do you know what it's like to do staycations all summer long?
You just stay in the one bedroom in the same suburb that your school is in.
My sister's
You
a
don't
girl boss, works on Wall Street. She just gets just as much time off from me, but she goes to the Cayman Islands. I went to Wichita Falls.
I'd have a Mike and Ike surgically removed from my forehead because a kid brought a slingshot to class. Skip school. Don't skip school. I forgot the message.
He brought a Tamagotchi glued to an assault rifle.
Tamagotchi.
He brought a Tamagotchi attached to a Ruger. Any other plans for the summer?
For the summer?
Yeah.
Dude, I keep forgetting it's summer.
It's summertime.
I keep
You're
thinking,
just this sweaty year round, so you don't know.
I had no clue. Well, and also I work in an office all day now. I don't get to, I don't go outside for
Give it up for claiming McGee over here.
Yeah, dude, I get translucent. I'm still sweaty. I'm like wet, but I'm also cold because of the air conditioning. Yeah, dude. And plus it's been raining nonstop.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Gus Frew maybe this weekend.
I won't be here. Folks,
Hell, we're going to Gus Frew.
I'll be doing unpaid guest spots at the Comedy Arena in McKinney,
Oh,
Texas.
yeah. You asked my girlfriend to get dinner with you.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
I'm getting gaslighted right now.
Maybe I did weeks ago in passing. I thought I probably what I said was, "Hey, I'm in Dallas. You should come to a show." And she said, "I don't know if I can come to the show." And I said, "Well, I guarantee you reflexively." Oh wait, no, it's whenever she was in town for her birthday.
Oh, well,
I said you
for
should
the
get
record,
dinner with me.
I would be delighted if you guys.
No. I was like, "Yo, you're in town for your birthday. Let's get dinner in Austin." When I'm in Dallas, I just want to be. I just want to be with my family.
I just want to be with my family.
Sure. Now I.
Yeah. That wasn't any sort of accusation. I was playing it up. Dude, I was playing it up for the podcast.
Now you're creating drama.
Yeah, you guys went shoe shopping together. I didn't.
We did.
There's no.
I'm so fearful of shoes.
Yeah. She's great company.
She's great company. And I was microdosing that day. I was so nervous. I was freaking out in that finish line.
What a good idea.
All these
Let
kids,
me take a scary drug before
all
I do
these
something
kids
that
were in their ref
scares me.
t-shirts, and I was like, "This isn't right."
Yeah.
I was, and she was eating Auntie Anne's. I could smell the cinnamon and the sugar, the bright lights and the neon, their striped shirts and whistles. I'm like, "This isn't right."
Yeah. They have those like
Everything's all
weirdly
askew.
aggressive
Everything's
like Adidas
askew.
shirts where it's like all day, every day. It's like this needs to end sometime.
Fuck. But folks, I'll also be at the Hidden Door Project doing the Giggle Boys podcast live show Sunday in
sick.
Austin, the 11th,
Where's Hidden Door Project?
at the bar called the Hidden Door.
Oh, no way.
I don't even know where it is.
Dude, yeah, I was, between COVID and living in Dallas for a year, it's all new bars.
It really is.
I don't like,
What's so funny is you go to a bar and it's just the same people.
yeah, and it's like, welcome to the new bar, the same bar you always went to, but now has a different name. And
But now it is a different owner from California.
yeah.
And instead of PBRs, we sell Rolling Rock. Ooh.
Ooh.
A shittier beer.
But intriguing.
Yeah, Rolling Rock.
Yeah, it is so funny how, like,
Can I get a line with it?
the type of people we're friends with and who go to the bars that we go to
Yeah.
are so quick to fall for the branding of like shitty beers just from other regions.
100%.
Like Montucky Cold Snack. It's just a great label.
Yeah. And it's not even that great of a label.
Yeah. Personally, I love it.
It's just not Bud Light, so they're like, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, here's the thing. Those were a good deal. A Montucky Cold Snack.
Cold Snack.
Those were, I mean, if you were broke as shit, pretty good deal.
Sure. I have nothing against cold snacks, but it's just weird to be like, oh, my favorite beer, Montucky Cold Snack. You can't get it here. It's my favorite beer,
it's because they grew up their whole lives like watching their older siblings like rave about craft beers. Oh, my sister loves this sour beer. My brother loves an oat beer, and then they're like,
and oat beer.
and then they're like, well, I got to be cool and I got to be like tough. what did my great grandfather who like slaved on a farm drink? Bush Light. Okay. Literally, like the last 3 years of my grandfather's existence was like I remember going to his house and he's like, "Hey Sam, why don't you get me a beer?" And I go out to the fridge.
This is Iowa?
Yeah, in Iowa. I go out to the garage fridge to grab beers, and I'm like, "Grandpa, no PBR my entire life." The man was a soy farmer his entire life, always drank PBR. He goes, "Too expensive these days."
Whoa.
Yeah, start drinking Bush Lights instead.
PBR betraying their.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, do they make like coffee PBRs now?
Oh yeah. I did a show once, and it was all of the PB. It was like a PBR a PBR corporate like gathering.
Yeah.
But it just happened to be. They didn't come for the comedy show.
Oh, they didn't pay for the show?
Yeah, it was a PBR corporate. I think they were like in Austin for some reason.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
they
like
were
a
just at
branding
that.
campaign or something.
Yeah, they were at that Shady Lane Buzz Mill.
Yeah.
For just some reason. And I tried to make a joke about how bad PBR coffee looks like it sucks. I don't know. I forget what the joke was, but I thought it was very like, I thought it was playful. And they were like, "It's actually really good." And then didn't listen to a word of my. That was minute 1, and then 9 more minutes of them just not listening at all.
That sucks because they know that sucks.
I'm sure. Well, we don't know until we try it.
Yeah. I'll break my sobriety to try the coffee Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I think that's best.
Is that the worst alcoholic related? So I think of like the worst stand up show that I did was I did this show. Or it's not the worst stand up show. It's worst show as far as like alcohol involved. Like I did a show and they're like, "Here's your drink tickets. We'll Venmo you the money." It's like like $15 or whatever. And they're like, "Yeah." And so I walk up to the bar and I'm like, "Hey, can I get a vodka soda?" And the bartender goes, "Oh, no, we only have mead." And I was like, "This sucks. I'm going to kill myself." Mead? Like, what is this? What is this, Beowulf? Like, who the fuck is drinking mead?
Hey, where's the bathroom? Oh, we only have a dirty pot in the corner.
Hey, Toots, can I get a freaking Stolichnaya over here? All right? I'm trying to do a key bump and not feel my face.
Mead will get you there. The kid from Sweet Life of Zach and Cody owns a mead brewery in Brooklyn now.
Sucks.
I think it's really cool. Yeah, I would never.
What a Hope Carew idea. Let's go to the mead company that the guy from Disney Channel. What? It's what she would do.
She would do that. At first, I thought you were just like randomly owning one person that we know that lives in New York, but
she represents a whole generation of women, though.
Possibly. The mead generation.
The mead generation. Folks, this is what we do every damn week. This is the
hang
LDF,
out.
Long Distance Friendship Comedy Podcast. Follow us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us at LDF Comedy Podcast on Instagram. Follow me at Sam N as in Nelson Castillo on TikTok. That's where I'm also going to throw a lot of these clips on there too. He's Andrew _Wagner on Instagram. I'm Sam.Castillo or SamCastillo.jpg because JPEG is the only one available on Instagram. The live show is at Thrive Comedy Hour every week. His is beamed in every month at Velv. We'll see you. Bye.
Lates. I wish I didn't say lates. What can you do?